got a lot on my mind. She got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind.
Hey man, it's your boy Chris Lee, aka CEasy, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'll be revealing my full dividend growth investing portfolio. On top of that, I will be purchasing stocks live with you guys. And the reason why I wanted to go ahead and make a video like this is because I feel like by this way, I can go ahead and actually explain why I buy certain stocks. What are my goals with investing this way? You know, I can see it firsthand and understand like what my goals are with the type of strategy that I'm using to invest. Along with that, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. I'm going to go ahead, especially as a black creator, I feel like it's like my responsibility and my duty to go ahead and at least speak up and voice my opinions on the matter. And I will be doing that at the end of the video. Without further ado, you guys make sure you go down below, like up this video, make sure to subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get this video started. Alright, so you guys already know how this goes. I have my laptop in here. We're going to go ahead and start getting this started. Hopefully it's not too loud outside. People are cutting grass, but hopefully it is not too loud. But let's go ahead and get this started. Alright. So as right now, we can see on the screen, this is my full portfolio. We're just going to go ahead and take a look at it. Yesterday, I went ahead and I sold some stocks. So now in the account, we have, you know, a buying power of about $55. And that's what we're going to work with to go ahead and add the extra stocks that I do want to add. Okay, so as we can see, for today, we're down about 1%. Over the course of a week, we're up almost 2%. Course of a month, oh, y'all see that? That is a good, 8.5%. Over the course of 3 months, we're up close to 5%. For the year, like 1.5%. And all time, up 1.5%. But as you can see on my portfolio, I had various ways that I went about investing. Around this time in October, I was day trading, making some money, lost it just as fast. I think around like November, December, I stumbled across this dividend growth investing strategy, and I was doing it ever since, just investing more and more money. I reached a peak around February where my portfolio was up about 6%, and then it plummeted and whatnot, with the virus going on and everything. My portfolio went down about 25%. I stayed with it. I stayed the course, and as we can see, finally back in the green, finally back up 2%. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and do a quick little overview over the stocks that I have and how I have it organized. So these 4 stocks right here, they're real estate investment trusts. Basically what that means is these are just real estate companies. They go ahead, they do their stuff, they own various properties, and they pay out their shareholders either every single month or every quarter. So that's why I have that. Coca-Cola, Starbucks, these are like food companies. We have retail companies like Walmart, and then I have a good amount of banking companies, which is Discover and Chase. Pharmaceutical companies being AbbVie and Johnson & Johnson, and then I try to have a very, very big base within technological companies or tech companies such as Microsoft, Apple. I'm in Squarespace because I see, well, I don't think it's called Squarespace. I'm in Square because I feel like they have a lot of room for growth as of right now, catching up to the competition. And then AT&T. Yep, AT&T. So these are the companies. Oh, and I forgot to touch on PPL. Let me go ahead and make sure I know what PPL is. Yeah, it's a utility holding company. All right, so yeah, like an energy. Yeah, it's an energy company. This is one of the few energy companies that I have. All right, so now with all that being said, and I went ahead and I touched on it, I'm gonna go ahead and basically explain my whole ideology and where I want to go in my portfolio. So these are the stocks that I currently own. Comfortable with each and every one of these stocks. I am also invested in cryptocurrencies, that being Bitcoin, because I'm using it as just a gateway to make some money. I bought it when it was valued at about $7,500, so I'm up close to like 30%. I'm going to hold on to that until I'm just ready to sell, and then I'm going to use that money to invest right back into my portfolio along with my strategy. So as you can see right here, I have a list of essentials. And these are the current stocks that I plan on adding to my portfolio. Let me elaborate. The first stock, as we can see right here, is McDonald's. And the reason why I'm going to invest in McDonald's is because they have some of the best real estate in the world, and that's going to keep propelling them to be above the to stay afloat. Like, I don't see McDonald's going anywhere. They literally have restaurants all across the world. So that's why I went ahead and I'm investing in, just because I feel like they're going to continue to grow and being able to continue to expand. So let's go back again. And then Visa, I just feel like, I don't know, just like, I just really don't see any companies really being able to compete with Visa. On top of that, I like to have banking companies just because I feel like a lot of power, like, it's going to be very difficult for them to lose their grasp of power. Amgen, let me make sure I know what this is. Oh yeah, it's a huge biotech company, like one of the biggest, based out of California, and I just felt like it would be smart for me to go ahead and add this to my portfolio. Again, some more retail company is Target. Okay, so my plan with like Target and Walmart and whatnot, the reason why I'm very comfortable with these two companies is because not only do they have very big department stores, but on the online shopping base, they have all of that down packed. So they have a lot of room to expand within the online sector. And when it comes, in my opinion, with technology and whatnot, I feel like the way the economy in the world is going, like, online shopping has literally increased by so much within, like, I guess, like the past 5 years, and where we're projected, it's only going to continue to increase. So I see a lot of room for growth on the online aspect. So once they get that down packed, Target and Walmart, I feel like they'll be in a very competitive state. American Express, again, one of the best banks out there, or banking companies, systems out there, and I like to just have a lot of, financial companies, just because they control all the money, literally. Chevron is one of the few like, energy companies that I'm going for. They dipped a lot, as we're about to go ahead and see over the course of, over the course of a year. Let's see how much they did. They had a pretty significant dip. There was around 120-ish, and I don't know, I feel like it has a lot of room for growth. On top of that, for high buying rate. And if we look at what the bulls are saying, it was something that really stood with me. Okay, yeah, this right here. This growth is expected to be accelerated beyond 2021 as their production continues to double while expanding. So to me, I feel like it's very promising. I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance with them. Again, I don't really like to get into many like oil and gas companies, but I mean like energy companies. So because I feel like the regulations that they're going to be faced with is constantly changing. You don't know what laws can be passed. You don't know what type of limitations that they'll be faced with. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence for a few, but I'm okay with keeping like 2 in my portfolio. Now, the big boy, realty income. My whole goal, now I can finally touch it, my whole goal with basically this dividend growth investing strategy, I'm going to invest in companies that I feel like will show me the most growth within the course of like 5 to 10 years. And I also want to be able to slowly build up a legitimate passive income stream, whether like I can get it up to $100, $200, $300 per month. That's kind of like my goal, to where it's actually a significant amount that can actually help me with my day-to-day activities, or I can just use that amount to just keep on reinvesting. And realty income is probably one of the best REITs to own, just because of the diversification that they have and all the stocks that they have, or in all of the company and all of the real estate that they own. Okay, so we're gonna take a look right over here. Top 20 tenants, okay. Number of leases, they got Walgreens, 7-Eleven, Dollar General, FedEx, Dollar Tree, LA Fitness, AMC, like they have Walmart, Sam's Club, Lifetime, like they have a lot of popping companies that ain't going anywhere. And this is why like their whole portfolio is very diversified, and it's very impressive in my opinion. And for the other REITs that I have, being AGNC, and there's another one, and Stag, I think it's what it's called. Those are the other ones that pay me each month. So essentially, as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and look at the last stock, and then I'm gonna touch on what I need to touch on. So as you can see, Cisco is, they're another tech company, hardware and software, and they're projected to have a lot of room for growth. And that's why I'm kind of betting on them to do good, especially because it's in the technology sector, and it's just like there's a lot of room for all tech companies to really just grow within the next 5 years. Because this is like, I feel like we're entering a technology like era to where like there's so much room for improvement for these companies to where, like, for me, I'm feeling like I'm gonna put or invest a lot of my money within technology companies. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, now that y'all know my whole plan with everything, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna purchase some of these stocks. All right, and for me, I can go ahead and purchase these stocks because I have fractional shares. I do use Robinhood, as we can see, and it's a very, very good feature. But for you guys, you're probably gonna have to go on a wait list before you can go ahead and do this. But once you're off the wait list, you can essentially go ahead and, like, I think you only need like $1 to put into these companies to own something. So my plan is just like this. After I go ahead and buy these companies and whatnot, I will have a total of 23 different stocks that are paying me dividends. Of those 23, 3 stocks are going to pay me every single month. So if we do some basic math, 20 of these stocks are going to pay me 4 times in a year. So we're at 80 different payments plus an additional 36 payments. So we're at 116 payments for basically the year, or like each year moving forward. And to me, that's very, very good, because if we break it down, there's 365 days in a year. I'm roughly getting paid every 3 days on average, or essentially 2 times a week. So with this strategy, my plan is to stick with these stocks and keep on putting more and more money in, because I've already built up a good track record and I've been getting paid every single month through dividends since I've been investing on the Robinhood platform. So as we can go ahead and see on the screen as of right now, I'm just going to show you the dividend payments that I've been getting thus far, just so you guys can get an idea. And yes, I realize it's anywhere from a few cents to a few dollars, but throughout time, I'm going to keep investing, keep growing my portfolio. And I feel like by the time I hit like $5,000 to 10K, between that mark, I'll actually start to really feel these dividend payments. So we're going to go all the way down. Actually, dividends right here. Let's go all the way down to the beginning. All right. So I started investing, I guess, around June of last year. One of the first companies I invested in was AGNC. And they were the first company to be paying me dividends, and they paid me each and every single month. And as you can see, it's anywhere from like 15 cents to like a few dollars is basically what I've been getting over time as I've been adding companies, and they've just been coming. So like, let me go ahead and say how much. As y'all can see, June, July, August, September, October, November, and I'm getting various payments. Like, I'm getting anywhere from 5 to 7 payments per month. I know it's small, but you know, it's something. As we came into the year, January, still receiving these payments, February, March, April, May, and now, as you guys can see, and another company that I've been paying me every single month, I think it was Stag. Yeah, Stag. So as of right now, the 3 companies that are going to be paying me each and every single month are going to be Realty Income, Stag Industrial, and AGNC Investments. So those 3 I will build strictly for the monthly payments. Okay, so now that we've done all that, I explained everything, let's just go ahead and just purchase some of these stocks. I don't know how much I'm going to be putting in, because obviously I only have $55 to work with, and I got that from the stocks that I sold. So I think, let's do some basic math. How many stocks are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put like $5 in each one, or 6. No, 5. Like $5 in each one. And I can do this because I have fractional shares, so.
DJ QA, you're a genius.
Okay, so now, update our portfolio. As we can go ahead and see, I added all of these stocks right over here. I'm going to go back and organize it once I'm done. So it's going to be a big deal. All right, guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it informative. And I hope that I gave y'all a better insight on what it's like to be a dividend growth investor, things to look out for, and the plans to have for the future, because you will be holding these stocks for the long term. So you want to actually know where you're putting in your money for whatever various reasons. And now I'm going to touch on an important subject at hand, and that is justice for George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. The first thing I'd like to say is that if you're a non-black person, there are various ways to get involved. You can sign petitions, bring awareness, speak with your friends about it, go ahead and donate. And something else that I would like to say is this: despite the fact that there's so many things going on, and the craziest thing to me is the fact that it literally took the whole world of being aware of an issue for things to finally go ahead and be in motion to change. I just want you guys to know, like, the biggest issue at hand is that we just want justice, and we want to be able to rewrite a system that, you know, was really never in our favor. We just basically want to be, all we're striving for is equality. That is literally all we are striving for. And I feel like it's evident in the world today that there are issues at hand that need to be fixed. So again, try to get involved. If you're going to go ahead and protest, please be safe, man. You know, things are getting really, really crazy out there. So if you're going to be a part of the movement, please be safe. Please be prepared for literally anything. And if you guys enjoyed this video, just make sure you go ahead and like it up, and make sure you guys subscribe. But anyways, it's your boy Chris Leah, aka CEasy, and I'm out.
I got a lot on my mind. 16 and O and that 29. 9. I got AK with the scores and 9. 9. Undercover.